What's up guys? Thank you so much for tuning in and welcome back to our channel, Acura Honda Classic. My name is Mike.
I'm John.
We have another episode on the Shop Out series. We're starting right now. So what behind us is something a little different what we normally work on. What do we have here, John?
So what we have here is a 2020 TLX A-Spec V6 front wheel drive. And what color white is this?
This is a platinum white pearl with a red interior.
The red interior is my favorite.
So what we're doing today is we actually want to do some suspension work and some wheels and tires, and doing a quick search on YouTube. We have not seen any videos showing people how to lower a TLX.
Yeah, you know, it's pretty similar to a Accord of 2015 up. But
13 to 17.
Yeah, 13 to 17, yeah. But there's little differences. And we wanted to make sure that we could show you exactly how to do it. We have some nice coilovers, some nice wheels.
And this is actually not the first one that we have done. The very first one that we've done, now we're going to go back in time to back in 2014 on August, when the 2015 TLX initially first launched. What have we done, John?
So I can remember the day the truck pulled up out in the parking lot, loaded with TLXs, and you said, that's the one right there. We're going to lower that one. So that car was in the shop, not off the truck one day, and we had the suspension off of it. We had a company here checking out the wheels for us, Vossen.
That's right.
And it's all been crazy since then.
I mean, as you guys can see, some of the cars that we worked on some of the previous videos, some of the classic, but we have love from the newer car too. See, we're all working the car dealership, and why don't we do something cool? So on that particular project, we turned that 15 TLX to something that's really cool, and I think since then, quite a bit of people followed the footsteps and did the same thing.
I would call it trend setting. It was definitely one of the first, if not the first, you know, lowered modified TLX. And we did within a mild way where the car isn't destroyed, able to put back to stock. Very tastefully done, I think.
Everything that we have done, we do not cut, trim, compromise anything.
No rolled fenders.
Nothing at all. We got a set of coilover, we got some wheels and tires, we got some performance parts from RV6.
Yes.
We also wrapped the interior silver trim to a carbon fiber look.
Yeah, that was real nice. That worked out beautiful.
Man, we've done so many things, and today we want to do something else on that TLX to make it a lot more cooler than the stock form. So in these videos, we're going to have three parts. The first part, we are going to overview the RS-R coilovers and also show you guys how to lower this car. On the second part, you'll see John going to be doing a set of Vossen wheels and tires. In the last part, going to be doing a four-wheel alignment and much needed test ride.
Yeah, we gotta see how it rides afterwards, make sure everything is perfect.
Without further ado, let's get right to it. So what do we have here, John?
So these are the RS-R Sport-i, and they are probably the first, I think they are the first pre-production test set of coilovers from RS-R specifically for the TLX that I know you worked with them, and we've done a lot of work. We sent the stock suspension out to California, did a lot of stuff like that. And this is what we got.
So let's talk about these coilovers here. So obviously they have many different companies make coilovers for TLX or so-called the Honda Accord.
Yeah.
What is so different between these and other brands like Megan and D2 and BC?
So there's a few things that are different. They have a titanium hybrid spring on here that has a really good spring rate, makes the car drive really nice. Not too stiff. These top hats here, they're mirror finished. They're laser cut on a laser CNC machine for really nice precision. And every place there's a weld, whether it's here, anything's welded on, welded together, everything's done by hand. And attention to detail is on point on this. Everything's hand assembled. Nothing's coming off the assembly line unless it was touched by a human. And the best part is, everything is made and sourced in Japan, so you know the quality is on point.
So let's talk about pricing. I know these MSRP is right around $1,800, and so versus other coilovers that like D2s and BC, they right around between $800 to $1,000. What are you buying that are different?
Well, these ones, you know, I've driven on almost all those through the different cars we've had through the shop. Different employees have different customers, and the ride quality on these is far above the rest. Is it worth the extra change? That's up to you if you want a good ride. To me, I pay the extra money for the better suspension. These are also 32-way adjustable. A lot of the other ones are 16. You know, there's a lot of adjustability, a lot of things they've gone through the extra steps to making it fit and ride the best way quality possible. The other thing about these is that they're not going to slam your car. You want to drag your bumper and have your exhaust rip off the car. This isn't going to do that. This is more of a sports suspension, and that is something I'm looking for. Low is nice, but riding nice is even better.
Yeah, in terms of the ride quality, I really think that they are actually one of the best coilovers that we ever ridden in for TLXs.
For the TLX, I haven't really ridden in anything better than this.
Yeah. So, well, I think enough talking here. Let's get right to the car and show the audience how we put these coilovers in TLX.
Oh yeah.
First thing you have to do, like we just saw, got to take off the wheel. And what else do we have to do now, John?
So there's a bunch of different ways to do this. Like they say, it's different ways to skin a cat. The way we're going to do this is by the Honda manual, and that means taking all this apart. So we have to take the caliper, we got to take the rotor off, then we have to remove the knuckle in order to get the strut out of it. Everything's very tight inside this suspension. It's a McPherson setup. It's not like a double wishbone like on the DA over here or anything like that. So this is the way we do it. There's a bunch of different ways to do it. This is the Honda way. That's the way we do it. We work at Honda. So check it out. All right, so now we got to pull our outer tie rod end off of the knuckle, and then we got to pop this bottom ball joint. So I got this loose. There's a tool for it. This is not the Honda way. This is the easy way. You just hit this here. There you go. Came right loose. Now we got to work on this lower ball joint here. So we found a way that works for us. Is we like to use a pry bar right in here. And then we hit this real quickly, and now I'll usually break this loose. We already had it knocked loose, but that's the quick fix to get it done. So now we got to get the ball joint out of the lower control arm. So use your pry bar, pry it down, move it to the side, and you're good to go. Now we got to get the axle out. Since this thing's new and crispy with no rust on it, I bet if you've ever taken a suspension apart, you won't see this happen. Oh yeah. All right, so all we gotta do is pull this bolt out. We already had it loose. Once that's out, take this, slide it right off. There you go. See, from the factory, you have some grease here. You see it on the knuckle? This helps everything slide together real good. If you want things not to lock up, you should put a little anti-seize or rust penetrant on some of these stuff here.
So everything on the wheel well is all taken out. What do we have to do on the very top?
So this is the easy part. The crazy stuff we already knocked out. All we gotta do is pull these 417 bolts, pull the strut bar out, and then we got 314s, and this baby's out the car ready to get slammed.
All right, so the top is all done. Now we just gotta get everything back together. How do we go?
Super easy. What you saw us do taking apart, do the reverse.
So you can see we got the front all finished up. Just a few clips ago, you see us move the front seat forward and fold the back seat. The reason we do that is because we need to get to the port where we can get to the upper strut bolt. There's two little covers on it. We're gonna pop those out and get those 14 bolts right out of it. So that is it for the top. The next thing is going to the bottom. All we have to do is to unbolt the sway bar. Then there's only one bolt for the strut and it should come right out. All right, so we all finished with the suspension, and now we are back here on the wheels and tire lift. And what do we have here, John?
So we got a fresh set of Vossen's, the HF-5s, and a staggered setup, and 20-inch, I think it's 20 by 9, and what we have here, 20 by 10.5. So, all new wheel. Excited to see what it is.
Let's open the box and take a look at it. Well, here they are. I think they look pretty damn good. Matte gray, graphite finish. It's not a shiny finish. I think it'll match really well with this matte grille and all the trimming around the car. So what's the first thing we're gonna do now, John?
Real simple. We gotta install the TPMS sensors. We actually have a set already off the car. We just gotta put them in with an 11 socket, and it's time to mount them, balance them, align it, drive it.
Wheels and tires are all in. What else are we doing?
You gotta do an alignment, and we're done, ready to hit the roads.
man, I'm really digging the new look.
You know, it's an awesome new look. Came out real clean. The fitment's right on point. The suspension got us right where we want it to be. Rides just as good as the day we installed it. This new style wheel, awesome, right on line with Vossen style. 5 years warranty on the structure of the wheel. They come with the center cap standard and hub rings. This is really only one of the best aftermarket wheels in this style that I've seen.
Yeah, I don't believe any other wheel company have that kind of warranty.
Yeah, that warranty, fit, finish, multiple widths, sizes, offsets, whatever you want, really. And they're local to South Florida, too.
Absolutely. As always, we want to thank you watching our channel. Make sure you hit the like, subscribe, and share the video with your friends and family. As always, thank you for watching. We'll see you guys on the next one.